Welcome to today's post. It's on roles and goals. I'm going to share with you two resources that you'll find incredibly helpful in your life. Now, each year I've learned to kind of set some goals for my life, and I've done this for years and years and years and years. And there's two models that I continually come across when wanting to set goals for your life. The first is called the be, have, do model. I really don't like this, but I'll explain it because you find it almost everywhere. You're to make a list of the things that you want to have in your life, possessions usually, and the things you need to do to achieve them. And then you start thinking about the type of person you might have to be in order to go do that. To me, that's always seemed a little greedy, a little materialistic to be chasing after stuff. And I found as I got into really reading and trying to grow that Stephen Covey had a wonderful book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I've read this book 3, 4, 5 times, but he wrote some follow-on books called First Things First. And this was all about ordering the priorities of how you focus your time. And you use really the most valuable resource that you have, your time and your talent, to kind of advance things in your life. And there was this principle in there of roles and goals. This is where he talked about what are the roles in your life and what are the outcomes you'd like to have, say, 1 year out with that role. And so in my life, I'm a believer, husband, father, friend, involved in several businesses, some community activities, boards of directors, etc. And I try and always envision what's the major contribution, what's the impact, what's the result, the outcome that could come 1 year from now from being in that role. And it's a really challenging exercise to think deeply about that. And what I've then learned is, as I jot those things down, I can keep them kind of ever present in front of me. And you can kind of back them up from what are you looking for in terms of a year to maybe a quarter or a month. And when you sit down, I sit down on a Sunday and think about my week ahead, you can start to put into your week I guess what they call the kind of the big rocks, the important things in each of those areas. You can squeeze them in, and the rest of life's going to kind of flow around it. So I'm sharing with you two resources today. One's going to be a short video introducing this roles and goals concept from Stephen Covey, and the second's going to be the video on the big rocks, on how putting the big things in your life first allows all the little details and the rest of everything that's really going to fill up your life to kind of sort in around that, but you're not missing the big important things. So that's the essence of today's post. I hope it's helpful as you think about what's happening in your life, business-wise, personal-wise, in the coming year. All right, thanks again.